Hey y'all, it's me, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a history lesson along with the cooking. We're gonna make Dallas BBQ sauce. Now, when I was younger I used to love this barbecue sauce. Matter of fact, I think I've told this story before, but my dad used to take me and my brother to this little barbecue place that was off the beaten path, down dirt roads out in the middle of nowhere, and they would get some of the best barbecue you ever tasted there. Of course, the sauce was incredible, and they got a sauce that was called Dallas BBQ Sauce, and I loved it so much that we would drive past this one little stop to get to the barbecue place. We'd drive past this little convenience store that had the best breakfast tacos, and we'd go straight to the barbecue place. I would get so mad at my dad for not stopping at the taco place, and then when we got home, all I would talk about was this Dallas barbecue sauce. And my mom would just laugh and say, "It reminds me of the time when you were 2 and your daddy took you to the doctor and you would unstop crying because you wanted a Coke." So yeah, I've been obsessed with this sauce for a long time. So let's go ahead and get started on making it. In a small saucepan over medium heat, add ½ cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Now, if you don't have Worcestershire sauce, it is kind of hard to get right now. I couldn't find any in the store, so I went to an online store and picked some up. That's what's in my pantry. So if you have some, that's great, and if you don't, the sauce will still be good without it. Add 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon of garlic, either granulated or fresh garlic, whatever you have, and a serrano pepper, if you like it spicy. If you don't like it spicy, don't put it in there. And then add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. Now, I like my sauces smooth, so I'm going to blend this up real quick. You can leave it chunky, whatever you like. I like it smooth. So while that's blending, let's go ahead and get our smoker fired up. I'm using the pellet grill today. My go-to for baby making. Just kidding, I use it for everything. I just made up that story about the baby making, but I am smoking some chicken thighs today. I'll show you what I'm doing with the sauce later on. But we need to keep this sauce at a simmer. So turn your burner down to low if it's on a high heat. You don't want it to be boiling, you just want it to be simmering. So once everything's blended, go ahead and pour it in here and give it a taste. You can adjust your seasonings now. This is a good time to add some cayenne pepper if you want it really spicy, or you can add some sugar, either brown sugar or white sugar, if you want it a little bit sweeter. Now, what we gonna do is we gonna let this simmer until it reduces and thickens up a little bit. The reason why we're re-adding the sugar is because it's gonna help bring out the flavors and also thicken up the sauce a little bit. And you can see here it's starting to thicken up. I'm going to continue to cook it on low, stirring occasionally, just to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan and burning. And you can see here it's thickening up nicely. It's going to thicken up a little bit more as it cools, but you can see it's already starting to coat the back of a spoon. When it gets to that point, it's ready to come off the heat. And here's what I'm smoking today. This is a 3-to-1 method. So I smoked it for 3 hours, 2 hours, and then 1 hour. And I basted it with some of this sauce during the last hour of smoke. And y'all, it was so good. It was so juicy, so succulent, and this sauce just took it to another level. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.